Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a wise man named Samuel. Samuel was known throughout the village for his wisdom and gentle demeanor. He always had a kind word for everyone and a smile that seemed to brighten even the darkest days. One day, a young man named David came to Samuel, visibly frustrated and angry. He had just had an argument with a friend, and he couldn't stop thinking about all the hurtful things he wanted to say in retaliation. Samuel listened patiently as David vented his anger. When David finally finished, Samuel simply smiled and said, "Come, walk with me." They walked in silence through the village and up a hill to a beautiful overlook. The view was breathtaking, with the village spread out below and the sun beginning to set in a blaze of colors. Samuel sat down and motioned for David to do the same. After a few moments, Samuel spoke. "David, look at this view. Isn't it peaceful? Sometimes, when we're upset, it's easy to forget the beauty around us." David nodded, feeling a bit calmer but still confused. "But Samuel, what does this have to do with my argument?" Samuel turned to David and smiled gently. "Sometimes, my young friend, it's better to remain silent and smile. Not every battle needs to be fought with words. Silence can be powerful. It can give you time to think, to calm down, and to see the situation more clearly. A smile can disarm anger and diffuse tension. It can show strength and compassion." David thought about this for a moment. He realized that in his anger, he had lost sight of what was truly important. He had been so focused on winning the argument that he had forgotten about his friendship. The next day, David approached his friend. Instead of the harsh words he had planned, he simply smiled and said, "I'm sorry for our argument. Can we talk about it calmly?" His friend, taken aback by David's unexpected calmness and smile, agreed. They talked it out, and both realized that their friendship was far more valuable than the argument. From that day on, David carried Samuel's wisdom with him. Whenever he felt anger rising, he remembered the beautiful view and Samuel's advice. He learned that sometimes remaining silent and smiling was the best way to navigate life's challenges. And so, David found peace and strength in silence and a smile, just as Samuel had taught him.